You probably don't even know this exists. It's called a virtual family office, and it might be the best kept secret in multi-generational wealth. Here's why nobody ever told you about it.
So if you were a billionaire, you'd have a family office. You'd have your own staff, a group of people managing your legal affairs, tax affairs, your investments, your businesses, a whole infrastructure built around your wealth. That's what billionaires do. They create an office to handle all of it.
But you're probably not a billionaire. Neither are our clients. So the question is, can you replicate that expert team without having $1 billion? The answer is yes. That's what a virtual family office is. It's a coordinated team of specialists, your attorneys, CPAs, insurance professionals, your investment managers, all working together and aligned for you and your family.
This video is for educational purposes only. Always consult qualified professionals before making any legal, tax, or investment decisions. Here's the thing, you might already have all these professionals in your life. You already have a CPA, an attorney, maybe a financial advisor or an insurance agent. But here's a question nobody asks. Are they talking to each other?
In most cases, they're not. And that's the gap. One of our neighbors had a sick child. The dad was a doctor. He was an orthopedic surgeon. And I asked him, why'd you take him to urgent care? Couldn't you just handle it yourself? He said, I forgot all that stuff about medical, back from medical school. I fix people's backs. So if you go to him with a bad ankle, he sends you to an ankle guy. If you go to with a bad elbow, he sends you to an elbow guy. That's the world we live in. It's extreme specialization in all aspects of life. Someone has to coordinate those specialists, and that's where the gap is.
That's where the personal CFO comes in. Think of them as the quarterback of your financial life. Someone who speaks lawyer language, CPA language, insurance language, translates it all to you in plain English.
Before I became a wealth manager, I was an attorney, and I noticed something interesting. I spent 90% of my time fixing people's problems, and 90% of those problems could have been solved with some pretty basic planning. So when I changed careers into the wealth management industry, I thought, well, what if we could apply those principles, try to foresee the problems that might happen to people, and start planning for them before they even happen? That's the foundation of what we do. When I was a young attorney, an older guy, I called him an old salt, pulled me aside. He said, son, you will never be a great attorney when you have all the answers. You'll be a great attorney when you have all the right questions to ask. And I never forgot that.
Sounds like wise old man advice, and it truly is. That's exactly what a personal CFO does. They ask the right questions to help you make smarter decisions and avoid costly mistakes.
Yeah, we're in a business where if you're right 65% of the time, you're a rock star. So the goal isn't perfection. The goal is fewer mistakes, better outcomes. And the way you get there is by asking the right questions. Questions you might not know to ask yourself.
What does a virtual family office actually help you with? 5 core areas. First, enhancing your wealth. That's simply smart investing combined with tax-aware decisions. Secondly, minimize taxes. Not just preparing your return, but planning before year end to lower your family's lifetime tax bill. Third's transferring your wealth. Make sure your estate plan is coordinated with your values and your beneficiaries are correct. Fourth is protecting assets, reviewing your risks across your business, personal, life, and legal exposures. And fifth, magnifying your giving. If you're charitable, make sure you're doing it in the most effective way possible.
That's the wealth management formula. Wealth management equals investment consulting, plus advanced planning, plus relationship management. Obviously, most advisors do the first part, investments. But according to our research, 90% of the industry stops there. That's the difference.
So what if you could have your own personal CFO? Someone who coordinates the team. Someone who anticipates problems before they happen. Someone who makes sure nothing falls through the cracks, rather than doing it all by yourself.
So that's the virtual family office. And in the next video, we'll talk about the signs you might have outgrown your current financial framework and what to look for if you're wondering whether there's a better way. Click here to watch the next video.